everybody, this is Texas Tiger Diggs again, and I got a couple of things to show you, some new things, and some and a thing I'm working on to make my detecting a little easier with on the T2. Those of you who've been watching me for a while know I use a variety of digging tools. Some that are standard detecting tools, and then some are basically trials, etc. You probably have seen me use a little bit of everything along the way and around my my detecting sites. So I did buy something else here. This is a from Amazon. You know, 95% of the things I buy come from Amazon. If it wasn't for Amazon, I don't think I'd ever shop. Hate shopping. So lie down in the bed, sit and watch TV, and that's the way I do my shopping 95% of the time via Amazon. Which probably means I'm about 85% to being a hermit now. I don't have to go out for much of anything except food, usually fast food, which is one of the reasons I'm oval, as I said before. So I went out and I decided I would buy a couple of trials that I liked. I like the look of them. And this is a no-lose proposition for me because my girlfriend, who I think every man who has somebody to take care about, female, understands that I'm batting way above my average when I go out with her. She's way out of my class, but she's hanging around with me for God knows what reason. And she loves to garden. And so if I find something I don't like, I've got a gardener. Boom, she gets it. Now, it doesn't mean that she only gets things I don't like. Just the digging tools sometimes fit her purpose better than mine. So basically what I'm doing is I want to get, I found these things and I like them. One of my subscribers mentioned that since I got the big coils, I'm no longer going in light. Well, actually, light was never a description of the coils, really. It's basically a description of how I go into new neighborhoods to detect, where if you guys have seen me in some of the previous videos, you can tell I'm not a little guy. I'm a big soft teddy bear, but I want everybody else to know that. So I don't try to go in there swinging the lash like a dagger or any of the Japanese ori knives, because they look by nature a tiny bit threatening. And especially when you're a tiny bit of a large man. I'm about 6'2.5", 6'3", and 250 pounds, which is 30 pounds at least heavier than I should be. But you guys know I'm doing that as part of this as well. I'm doing pushbacks, is what I call them. There's push-ups and there's pushbacks. Push-ups build muscle, push-backs get you away from the table. In any case, I found this, and I've got another one of these, which is basically a planter tool. And the girlfriend who has or will inherit that. But I did like these. This is sort of a scoop. It's got a pretty good serrated edge. So I might actually be able to get into the earth with this a little bit. Basically, this is, if this works the way I would like it to do, it would be a great plug digger, because you could basically do boom, boom, boom. Because it's sort of a mini shovel, and neon green and shiny shovel or shiny scoop does not look at all harmful. So this is something I could carry, and people are gonna say, "Look at the big guy with the funny shovel." And here, this is a basic trowel. It's a planter or transplanter, so it's a deep, narrow trowel. So I figure if I can go down with this, then maybe I can dig at the sides with this when I miss pinpointing, or it's just a little bit deeper. So I like this, so it could come in handy. And like I said, there's no lose proposition. If I don't use these, they will be inherited by the girlfriend. And you guys know I bought the big coil for the T2. I'm walking away right now. And the thing about big coils in general is they are heavy by nature. And this one is very, very heavy. And the reason it's very heavy is this. It's the coil cover. this coil cover is probably 20% of the weight, and 20% of the weight is a lot when you're swinging this thing. What is it? I'm trying to think of it. Sir Isaac Newton's first law. Anything in motion tends to stay in motion. Anything at rest tends to stay at rest. Well, when you're swinging a coil, you are defying net, you're defying inertia, and at each one of those ends, you are creating momentum, and stopping that momentum and swinging back the other way is going to use a little energy. And you need as much energy as you can when you're out there, especially if you're going to dig a long time. So I'm getting rid of this. I'm not throwing it away. I'm just getting rid of it, as a day-to-day thing. And I have, I'll give you a link. I had a previous video on this, so I'm not going into the details. I'm going to put 3 coats. There are 2 coats here. I'm going to do one more coat today of plastic dip on here. And so what I will have is, in effect, a plastic cover. Let me toss the old cover down. I'll have a plastic cover here of enough depth to protect the bottom of this coil so it doesn't get scratched up. I will have to update it eventually, and I will have to keep it, recoat it, etc. But I have probably reduced 15-20% of the weight of the coil with this. And like I said, I've shown you this before and showed you how I've done it. It's not one of my better videos, but it's a very simple process. If you can spray paint, you can do this. So this is 2 layers. I'll put one more layer on here. And you see that I've got overspray here, so you see some darkness on here. So it doesn't. So the crisp white color of my my coil has been affected like I care. But all you have to do with this is basically get you a towel, a warm towel, and just wipe this off, and it will just come off. Because when this plastic dries, it'll just peel off. I've actually done this on many occasions, and on some systems I've sold. So I just simply peel off all the black, and I've got a perfect pristine bottom here with no scratches. All right. So I'll set that to the side as well. And one other purchase I made is, I got the Pivothead glasses. I actually got another set of Pivothead glasses. It's basically the same style because I'm a big fan of Brother Ray Charles, and these are cool. And nobody was cooler than Ray Charles. Anyway, but basically why I got this is the Pivothead is a little bit of a pain in that, you very quickly run out of space, and you can very quickly run out of power. So I'm just going to charge both of these and try my best to make sure I've got them both with me, so if one goes out, I can pop on another. Because I like to do a majority of live digs now that I have confidence in these glasses. So thought I would get another. And by the way, I got about 75% off. I had a old gift coupon, a gift certificate, and I couldn't think of anything else constructive I was going to use it for. So I just put it on this. So it didn't cost me that much. It was one of the best gifts I got. The gift of an Amazon gift certificate. The gift that keeps on giving. In any case, that's basically all I've got. Of course, you see my towel here. As usual, I'm covering my finds, except for these crusty zincs, which will not be part of my presentation. But I'm out here doing some detecting, and I'm trying to do a little bit more detecting during the weekday because it's supposed to rain this weekend. And at this particular date or time, when you see this, I know that some of the diggers up in the Northeast have had blizzard conditions, and there's been word there might be another storm coming along. Check your forecast for yourself, of course. I'm not predicting anything, so I just want to know. I feel for you guys up there, and stay warm. And I'll be glad when you guys can dig out and start turning over those large scents again. So I just want to let you know that it is 80 degrees. Well, 78. I think the high was 78 today in Texas. This is not bragging. It's just that's ridiculous weather. That's ridiculous weather for Texas in January. That is just unusual. Not that we get like 50, 60 is not unusual, but 78, 80 is darn unusual. In any case, this is Texas Tiger Digs, and I'm going to get back. I'm going to try these out pretty soon. I really like this thing. If it can actually go in, I wonder if I could actually bevel and sharpen it a little bit more to make it slice in a little further. That'd be interesting. What I would need would be somebody like Gravedigger Max in the neighborhood who can do a little sharpening on that side blade for me. But we'll see how it works this way. Not, I might have to look up whatever the local version of Gravedigger Max is here. Maybe get somebody to sharpen that edge. I'm not sure how well this stainless steel would sharpen. That's cool. Anyway, this Texas Tiger digs, and I will talk to you later, and I will be back out there hunting maybe this afternoon. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if I have time before it gets dark, and if anybody else finds something that they need for me to do at work, then who knows. Anyway, I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.